So information is data that is organized and contextualized, right? So for you to have information, the data has to be cleaned, right? The data has to be formatted, it has to be aggregated, it has to be harmonized. So what information, the difference between information and data is that there is a reduction of noise, comparability, pools, and the structure and consistency. Talk about, climate data. Those are some of the aspects that are very key in actually ensuring that the data that you're actually using can be evidenced, can have that decision-grade data.
What we are looking at also is expanding this journey, actually, because of the great interest. And luckily we found a fantastic partner with Westkaba. Thank you so much, George, Charles, Irene, and the rest of the team that is here today to support for compiling this journey at quite short notice. And really bringing something to life that we have planned for and dreamt of for a little while.
If you want to find out which are those projects operating in the Republic of Kenya done voluntarily by people who aspire to help Kenya's ecosystem and climate and communities, one is Vera, one is called Gold Standard. Okay, so check the URL. It's registry.vera.org. It's a public registry.
There's something called data centers. So these data centers are filled with servers. These servers, just think of them as computers, but on a larger scale. Same capability as yours, but scale up. And these computers, the key component that comes when you're training this large language model is something called a GPU, a general processing unit. And they're quite possible. Some of you who invest, you've probably seen stocks like Nvidia and AMD do quite well. It's because they're the ones who are beating the hardware that's powering this.
We have a challenge on when developing this app on knowing what kind of data to capture for results of carbon development.
And lastly, data is stored in different formats, right? So one is PDF, Excel, right? So most of us are data practitioners here, so I'm sure you know all the ins and outs of Excel, right?
With the information that's there, you also now take into consideration, is it the number of males, the number of females, the number of youth, and how the same is adopted in the bill as well. Then now, once we've gotten their feedback as well as having discussed the bill at the time, then we go back and now there's report writing. Now that's where maybe we can see evidence or actually have more.
For the work to continue. So thank you so much. And thank you to the Vast Carbon team. They've done an amazing work. A round of applause, please, for the Vast Carbon team. Also, as it was said, like this is now a TOT group where you get to be the trainers of trainers, I guess. Yes. And also, last but not least, we thank ESDA, which is Estonian Development Corporation, who are here, and they're the ones who are funding this. And we did it in collaboration with JZ, and it's under the Team Europe Action, which is under the Data Governance in Africa. Thank you so much for attending and for being very active, and looking forward to connecting even more. Thank you.